Your commentators Ian Chappell and Keith Stackpole.
Oh, and that's got to be pretty close. Ball not bouncing very much at all. Coming off the outside of Madassa's pad. That'll be leg buys. That must have been very, very close.
And that was a very confident shout from the West Indies. They thought Madassa had shuffled across far enough, and he did go across a long way.
Both teams have played 4 games. This is a pretty important game for Pakistan. And that's gone back in the air, just short of Wayne Daniel. Winston Davis just beats Richard Gabriel to the ball.
Very good running between the wickets then by Mohsin Khan.
Daniel to Madassa.
That's a good shot from Madassa, picking that one off his toes, going with the swing. And once again, it'll be 3.
Holding to Madassa Nazar.
Madassa very strong off the pads. He's already picked up a 3 in that area. He'll get 2 for that shot. Well, and that's got to be very close. Yes, Bruce Martin has a good long look, and finally Michael Holding has got the LBW he's been looking for.
Well, if the Pakistan players have been watching the replays, they should sum up from it that you've got to come forward today. There's no way known can you play back like that and expect to get away with it. We've seen several near close LBW decisions, and finally Bruce Martin judging one of the batsmen to be hit in front. So Madassa out, LBW to Michael Holding, and Pakistan 1 for 16.
Daniel to Mohsin Khan.
That's a good shot from Mohsin. Pretty well timed. Richie Richardson stretching out all right after that one. So maybe it was just a twinge in the hamstring. Really got after that one at full stretch.
He's got a little problem on his hands here of his leading batsman. Richie Richardson has just disappeared from the ground. He thought that he may have done something to his right hamstring.
And that's even worse for Vivian. Down it goes, and that, I won't say it was a straightforward chance, but it wasn't all that difficult for a man of Richards' capabilities.
Now, Vivian Richards normally catches these. He's standing up there a little bit, having to go down, and got it in both hands, but really the ball didn't seem to hit those hands the way it normally does when they're neck to him at slip.
Mohsin Khan is on 10. He's not been having a good trot recently, but he's struggling out there. Wayne Daniel is the bowler. And he's gone. That's another wicket for West Indies. Tremendous performance now by Viv Richards and his team. Mansour Akhtar, the man gone.
Good bowling this by Wayne Daniel. He certainly has performed very well so far in the Spencer Hedges World Series Cup. Great line that was. A little outside edge there through to the keeper. Dujon making no mistake. Mansour Akhtar out for 4. And the West Indians now have Pakistan 2 for 28.
West Indies a problem or two. They've missed a catch. There have been some no balls and wides, and the 12th man is on, Roger Harper.
Roger Andrew Harper. He's just 20 years of age. Quite an interesting character.
Gus Logie. Very quick across the ground. The outfield is quite fast. 3 runs there to Mohsin Khan.
Malcolm Marshall.
Gee, that was quick.
Not a bad take either by Jeff Dujon. That ball bouncing and going through to Dujon very quickly indeed. It can bowl real quick.
Bowled again. He's given him out. Well, he must have thought that it flicked the glove as well as the side. But that was very fast.
Yes, the batsman certainly didn't think he was out. He was suggesting that It came off his rib cage. It's Mohsin Khan as he disappeared. But the umpire thought there was a bit of glove in that as well, and it certainly was very close to the glove. So Malcolm Marshall has struck for the West Indies. Pakistan in a bit of trouble now. 3 for 35.
Qasim Omar is the new batsman taking the place of Mohsin Khan. Marshall, who's been out of action for a while, is ripping into this like a caged tiger. Oh, and that was very, very fast. Someone wrote the other day that Marshall is the quickest bowler in the world today. Well, Qasim Omar's got a bruise there to talk about now, and Mohsin Khan was flicked in the ribs. They're all been beaten for pace.
Good shot from Javed. From right off the middle of the bat. And that's the first boundary of the innings coming in the 15th over. I think they've just got to work the ball square of the wicket and run and try and break up the line of the West Indian bowlers. They're completely in command at this stage.
Oh, and that's a little lucky. That ball a little bit quicker. And little Qasim Omar didn't really know where it had gone. An inside edge down to fine leg for 2 very lucky runs.
Marshall, very slippery.
That was unbelievable stuff from Vivian Richards. A big appeal there from the West Indians. But what a magnificent example of picking the ball up, shying down the non-strikers end and hitting the stumps.
Must be one of the greatest pieces of fielding one's ever seen. Just turned blind. Javed struggling, and also very close. It could have been 3 in a row for Javed. Umpire Martin also getting back into position. Caught by surprise by Vivian Richards. A magnificent piece of work.
Well, there's a bit of respite for these guys now. Vivian Richards, who's captaining the side out there, is bringing himself into the attack. He'll be bowling his little off-spinners. He's bowled them very well, mind you. But it's a little bit different facing those little off-spinners to these West Indian pacemen.
A little bit surprised with Baptiste in the attack. Immediately Javed's away again. Throws to the bowlers, and Richards called for that. He's not happy. He's not happy, Vivian Richards. He's showing you must be on your toes in the field. That run out, or attempted run out, was a great piece of work.
Well, Dean Baptiste bowling his little medium paces. Medium fast he is. Oh, that's well played. Nicely into the gap. The ball going down towards deep extra cover. Davis, the fieldsman, down there.
Richards to Qasim Omar.
Well, nicely played by Qasim. He got that one away nice and fine. Wayne Daniel after it quickly. And 2 collected there by the Pakistanis. That was well placed.
Baptiste to Javed Miandad.
Shy at the stumps. That's a 50 partnership. 1-2. Pakistan 3 for 85.
3 for 95. Batsman out, Madassa 7, Mohsin Khan 13, and Mansoor Akhtar 4.
Bad delivery from Aldine Baptiste. A wild delivery.
And it was done with the most extraordinary bowling action. And he's bowled him. And now Javed is not pleased about that for a couple of reasons, I should think. One, he might have queried the delivery of the ball before. And secondly, that he stepped away there, gave himself too much room and had the stumps hit.
An unfortunate dismissal for Pakistan. Javed and Qasim, they've battled pretty hard. An uncharacteristic shot by Javed, and that one was through him a little quicker than he thought. A quick look up at Aldine Baptiste, and there's no doubt in Javed's mind that he had to make his way back to the pavilion. So Javed Miandad out for 31, and Pakistan now 4 for 96 in the 34th over. Kazim Omar still battling it out on 23. That's Imran on strike. Richards attacking the board. Beautiful throw. Seems to be able to throw the stumps down from anywhere these days.
Oh, he's quick.
3 on the on, all trying to save the single. He's not too concerned at the moment about the boundary because the Pakistan batsmen haven't been taking the risk.
Easy 2 runs. That's the end of the over. 4 for 104.
It really has been a boundary drought here today. Javed hit a square cut to the boundary in the 15th over, and that is it for the innings. Just the one boundary. That really is an incredible performance. 39 overs about to be completed with this delivery. That's an amazing performance by the West Indies. Just 5 singles in that over. It's 4 for 114. 25 extras being conceded by the West Indies. Michael Holding comes back to replace Winston Davis. Desmond Haynes allows that one to get past him, and an ironic cheer there as Pakistan get 2 for a shot, and that is also a measure of how tidy this bowling has been. The crowd recognising the fact that they haven't got much but singles of late. It's in the air and clearing Eldine Baptiste at mid-wicket. A misfield from Marshall, and Kazim is back for 2. That's a good shot from Kazim. Michael Holding is the finer of the 2 fine legs. 52 overs, they've conceded 1 boundary. And there's the second one. The second boundary in 52 overs. 11 overs the other night without a boundary against Australia. And that's the second one in 42 overs here today.
Quite an event. A boundary. And the crowd really rise to their feet. That wasn't really far wide of Jeff Dujon's right hand.
Winston Davis at deep mid-off. Kazim comes back quickly for the second. The best over of the innings for Pakistan. They get 12 runs. They're 4 for 134.
Holding to Kazim Omar.
That's where Michael Holding had the man brought up from. That man, Gus Logie. But Logie able to cut that off just inside the rope.
My word, Logie is quick over the ground.
Holding to Imran Khan.
An appeal there from Michael Holding, and Imran is on his way. A full toss. And quite a strong appeal there from Michael Holding, a very confident appeal, and Bruce Martin agreed with him.
Imran's not too happy, however. He seemed to think that ball was going down the leg side. And wicketkeeper Jeffrey Dujon was moving down the leg side too. That ball, full toss, hitting the pad in line between stump and stump, but the flight suggesting perhaps it might have been going about leg stump. Imran out for 17, 5 for 137.
Kazim Omar faces Daniel.
It's a good shot from Kazim. Beats Roger Harper in the covers. They go back for the third, and Kazim just beats the return to the bowler's end. 44 overs gone, and Pakistan 5 for 143. Azim, top scorer for Pakistan. He's made 43. He's had to earn them all. And that's cleaned up the stumps as Rashid attempts to loft away over the onside field. Once again, the accuracy of the West Indies bowlers very obvious.
Well, Michael Holding must like Rashid. That's the second occasion in 2 games that he's picked up Rashid's wicket very cheaply. That straight ball on the off stump. Rashid attempting to swing it away, losing his off stump, and Pakistan losing its 6th wicket with 143 runs on the board.
Holding very much at a reduced pace. Oh, and that's trouble. It hits, but it doesn't. Hadir was out by feet. Meters, anything, whatever measurement you want to go in, it was going to be a long way.
Yes, that wasn't a run, that was an act of faith.
Qadir, Azim struggling to force the pace. Abdul Qadir on 7. At least he's looking busy, looking urgent.
No more. It's gone now. Might have been a bit unlucky there. Inside edge, I suspect, onto his foot or pad, and then back onto the stumps. 7 down.
Once again, the attempted Yorker tried to hit it square of the wicket, got the edge onto the stumps, and Holding striking again, as he often does for the West Indian side. It's 7 for 157.
Qasim Omar faces Daniel.
And there it is, that's his 50, and well played. It's racing out towards the boundary. Marshall comes across and cuts it off. They're through for 2. Going back for 3, and he slows Sarfraz, but the throw's wide, and well played for Qasim. He's a happy man. It's been hard work, and a big crowd here. Rise to the little fighter. What a battler it is for the West Indian side. And he's delighted. His fans on the hill standing, and Qasim gives them a big wave. No boundaries, 140 minutes. 113 deliveries, but he's been the lone survivor, and what a tour he's having.
Sarfraz facing Daniel. Oh, a ball beaten for pace. Looked as though it went through the bat, but the bat wasn't quite there. Wayne Daniel, a good spell of bowling again from him today.
Oh, the big fella didn't really come forward, did he? He played from the crease, and it was a perfect length. It come back slightly off the seam, and Sarfraz departs without scoring. Now Daddles and Sarfraz depart, and Pakistan struggling. 8 for 161. Not a boundary. Only 2 boundaries scored in the innings to date. Unbelievable off 49 overs on the small Sydney cricket ground. Oh, well played. The little fella, he was out of position there. It was all over the place, but he got the boundary. He got back to ball, and the big crowd appreciate what a fighter this man is. His first boundary in the final over, all desperation. Fell down onto the knee, swatted it away through the covers for 4. They've given away 3 bonus overs by bowling no balls and wides, and that's not good enough.
Brilliant shot. Just as good as the one earlier in the over.
Two balls remaining. It's gone again. Malcolm Marshall's coming around. He doesn't get to it. Is it 6? Is it 4? Indecision. Umpire O'Connell having a look, asking Malcolm Marshall. Malcolm Marshall's not particularly interested at this stage. He's saying 4. The members boo. The little fella picks up 4 more.
Well, there wasn't much in it. Malcolm Marshall was the man right on the spot there. It's the rope boundary. And it landed a foot inside. .16 from the over. From Wayne Daniel, great fighting innings from Kazim Omar. And Pakistan finished with 8 for 184, and that's a great effort, Bill, a great fight back.
Great fight back. Pakistan carried by this little guy. He comes up to a tremendous ovation. He's made a match of it.
Well, they did well, Pakistan, to get up as far as they did, 8 for 184, and at one stage I'd have bet anything against them reaching 175. So at least they've set the West Indies a decent target. That was a fine innings from Kazim Omar, 67 not out in 120 balls faced. He batted 153 minutes, which is a measure of how tight was the West Indian attack. 31 Javed Miandad, the next top scorer, 13 to Mohsin Khan and 17 to Imran Khan, but the batting certainly fell away, and that 184 was boosted by 31 extras. That's a lot, and Vivian Richards wouldn't have been too pleased about that, but he would have been happy with Michael Holding, 4 for 26, and not so happy with Wayne Daniel, 2 for 60, but Eldine Baptiste, 1 for 25, would have pleased him immensely, and the great pleasure would have come from Malcolm Marshall's bowling, 6 overs, 4 maidens, 1 for 5, and he bowled really fast. So the rate, 3.7 West Indies need, 185 runs. We pick up play now in the third over. Sarfraz is the bowler. He's bowling to Gabriel, and your commentator is Ian Chappell.
Gabriel chasing that one wide. Kazim will cut off the boundary. And Desmond Haynes back for the third.
Rashid Khan comes in now to Richard Gabriel.
It beats Cardier in the gully. Nadasa is the man moving around from third man. 2 runs, it's none for 13.
Desmond Haynes, as the series has worn on, has gradually found confidence and form.
Shouts there, and that must have been very close indeed. Gabriel wouldn't have been well pleased had he been run out in the middle of this bad trot. Long last Haynes' patience could stand it no longer, and it's none for 16. Badassa Nazar to Haynes. Nice shot. Man in touch, Desmond Haynes. Going to get 3 easy runs here. Lovely stroke away past point. Azim Hafiz. And that's exactly the opposite of what Imran will have told him to do. Mustn't give Richard Gabriel any room outside the off stump.
Gabriel now showing an inclination to go after the bowling after a pretty subdued start by the West Indies.
He's a real dasher, Richard Gabriel, though it doesn't show in the scorecard so far. He's been tied down, but he's been trying desperately hard to get onto the front foot and slash away down the ground. Well, he's just starting.
Yes, this sort of shot suggests to me he doesn't get onto the front foot, he charges. He really does try to hammer that ball very hard.
And they've solved that little problem for Pakistan. That one didn't swing away outside the off stump. I think Gabriel might just have got an inside edge, so I wouldn't like to swear to it.
I think he did. He looked at the edge of his bat afterwards as if to suggest, well, I did hit it at least. But that was small consolation for Richard Gabriel, who left a gap between bat and pad. It was bowled off stump. West Indies 1 for 30.
Azim to Richie Richardson. Shots. Beautiful stroke. Beautiful stroke by Richie Richardson.
That certainly was. Classical straight drive. The ball over-pitched from Azim. And that stroke from Richardson just going past the bowler's stump on the opposite side to Azim.
Pick up a couple there at least. Haynes is going to look for 3. Good throw might have tested him. Javed Miandad had the length, but not the direction. And then there is a man away at deep point. Just saving the boundary. Well, we're not quite sure if he'll save that, but he's the man who's been picked out. Just a yard or so away from the stumps, otherwise Haynes would have had to hustle even more.
19 overs, 1 for 49. Azim from the members' end. Desmond Haynes finds the gap in real good touch. Desmond Haynes brings up the 50 for the West Indians.
Azim to Richie Richardson.
Fine shot. Mosens in the deep. 2 runs, the end of the over. It's 1 for 60.
They are, however, 6 runs to the good of Pakistan and 2 wickets better than their opponents were at this stage of the game. No need to worry as yet. There is a sense of urgency about their batting now.
It's in the air, but clearing Imran in the covers. And a misfield from Mansour allows Richardson back for the second.
And that really was very close to Imran's hands. Haynes driving, and Imran, I think, just a little bit late going up for that. Mansour coming around to do the covering, but he too fumbling.
Haynes faces Abdul Qadir.
There's the 50 stand coming up between Richardson and Haynes. And once again, some great running between wickets. At 2 takes the West Indies to 1 for 81.
Azim to Richie Richardson.
There's no ball called by umpire Peter McConnell. And that shot very well timed by Richie Richardson. And away to the boundary.
And it was placed very well too. That's the second straight drive that he's played, and on both occasions he's put it in exactly the same spot, just on the edge of the return crease on the opposite side of the wicket to the bowler.
No ball. And once again, an example of his great straight driving.
Oh, that was a classical stroke, that. It had the hallmark of class on it and the reflexes of youth, because Richardson picked that call up like lightning.
89 more runs required for victory for West Indies. And I must say that Richie Richardson is starting to play very well. That's a fine bit of placement, picking the gap beautifully. Richardson will be looking for 2 here. He's been very, very quick between the wickets. And he really does appear to be enjoying himself now in this top-class company. Good shot. Placed it beautifully. He really is playing very well. His driving has been excellent.
Well, if you really want to know what is meant by a West Indian cover drive, this is it. An Everton Weekes type of shot, with the front knee bent, the batsman very close to the ground at the moment of contact, the head and eyes right behind the ball, the weight going into the stroke.
Haynes faces Abdul Qadir.
Haynes slices it up into the air, and Madassa gets back to take the catch. So success there for Qadir at last, as Desmond Haynes top edges that attempted sweep shot.
Haynes a little bit out of touch after having been kept from the strike for so long, going for the sweep, hitting against the spin, the ball bouncing top edge, Madassa taking a not too difficult catch. Well, it might have gone into the lights and perhaps he might have been blinded a little bit. 2 for 109.
He's got the opportunity now to bowl against both Richards and Richardson.
Well, Sarfraz may be the most experienced player in the Pakistan team, but the confidence of youth is unbounded. He's bowled just over 6 overs now for 15. Bowling down to Richardson.
Just a single. And the West Indies very content to just play it low key against Qadir. Just working for singles. Not prepared to take too many risks against him.
Straight down his throat. He's caught it. Well, what a terrible ball. And a shot where Richards must have licked his lips and thrashed at it and hit it straight down the throat of the man at deep fine leg, Rashid Khan. Would you believe it?
And the pressure was on Qadir. And when he let that delivery go out the fingers, it stuck there. It was a shocking delivery. One going down leg side, and Richards pinned the ears back and hit it straight to Rashid, and a good catch taken just overhead. And what a magnificent breakthrough for Pakistan. Richards out for 2, caught Rashid, bowled Qadir, and the West Indies 3 for 120, still needing 65 for a win.
Sarfraz to Duchamp. Oh, that must be close. Well, it was a suicidal run. How on earth did you think for a moment of going for a single in a situation like that?
Suddenly, Pakistan, their fielding has become a light. Sarfraz following through. Good underarm return and very close. Umpire at square leg. A good look at it.
I think that's going to be safe. It would be one of the great catches of our time if it were to be caught. Imran Khan can save the extra run. Just 2 runs. And it's 3 for 126.
So after 37 overs, West Indies 18 runs up on the Pakistan total. And 50 runs to Richie Richardson. A well-earned 50 runs. Hasn't been easy out there tonight. The youngster brought in to bat at number 3 position up at the Gabba. Brings up his 50 in 91 minutes. Off 82 deliveries with 6 boundaries.
Sarfraz to Duchamp. That's a fine shot from Duchamp. Desperation dive. A save by Azim. I'm not sure that it was a save. We're a long way away here, so it is difficult to see, but we'll just have a little look at it on the replay.
Azim catching up with it, takes it in hand and touches the rope, and that should have been 4 runs. Unfortunately, umpire didn't have as good eyes as our cameras did. Umpire Peter McConnell, who's operating from Sarfraz's end.
It could be run out here. Yes. Well, Duchamp's not going to be too pleased about that. He got 3 parts of the way down and then 3 parts of the way back. Richardson was looking to see what was happening behind him with the wicketkeeper. And it was a clever piece of work in the end from the wicketkeeper and fielder.
And one couldn't blame Richie Richardson for not going through with that, because he's on the back foot, continuing to play his shot, and a good work by Wasim Bari, and Sarfraz just taking the bails off in the nick of time. Jeffrey Dujon striding for the crease Umpire Peter McConnell giving him out. So this game alive once again. West Indies 4 for 138.
Abdul Qadir to Gus Logie. That's beautifully bowled. Classic delivery. Looping leg spinner. Plenty of spin. Bit off the pitch. Found the outside edge just past the men at gully and short point. Richardson's taking strike now to Qadir. Oh, and beautifully bowled and well stumped by Wasim Bari. Richie Richardson goes, and now West Indies are in trouble. The last ball of Abdul Qadir's spell. He can't bowl anymore, but he's done the damage out there now.
And what a way, Richie, to finish off his 10th over with a wicket. Beautifully taken by Wasim Bari. It came in between bat and pad, a little more flight, and he beat Richardson all ends up. And Qadir finishing his 10-over spell, one maiden, 3 for 27. And West Indies now 5 for 141. Still need 44 for victory.
Gus Logie faces Rashid Khan.
That's gone away down 4-4. And that was the last thing that Pakistan wanted. Very good shot, that one from Gus Logie.
Yes, that is a beautiful shot. He's asked for this too. That ball short. And on that occasion, Logie making no mistake. Not only did he hit it well, but he hit it right into the gap down there.
And it's up in the air and dropped there by Sarfraz. So, not much joy for Pakistan in that over. It's 5 for 163. And Pakistan somehow need to either contain them or take 5 wickets. Odds very much in favour of the West Indies, and the luck is certainly favouring the West Indies at the moment, as Madassa just gets a hand to that lofted shot.
Madassa to Logie.
Imran at mid-off with a misfield, and Marshall back for the second.
12 runs needed. That run rate now right down.
Well placed. This partnership have added 34 runs in only 22 minutes under a lot of pressure. Well, that's the situation. 18 balls remaining, 3 overs, 10 runs required, and 5 viable wickets in hand. Sarfraz. Oh, and a big Sar at 35 years of age. The reflexes are slowing. The caught and bowled was on. Straight through the ducking head and hands of Sarfraz went that ball for 4.
And the West Indies just having a little bit of luck in these final few overs. Logie going for the big drive. The last thing that Sarfraz expected was the return caught and bowled. By the time he got the hands up, it was through them and found its way to the boundary. He's going to make them try and hit over the infield. If they do that, they'll have to pick it up properly, have to hit it properly, otherwise they could hole out.
Rashid the bowler. Oh, what a glorious shot, young Gus Logie. A ripper at the right moment. The square drive raced away to the cover boundary for 4 runs. Malcolm Marshall applauds, and rightly so.
If there's ever a time to produce a shot of great quality, it's at this stage of the game when there's a lot of pressure around. Rashid just giving him a bit of width there and playing in typical West Indian style. Any width at all, they seem to be able to put it away, and that was a great present for Gus Logie.
10 balls remaining. There it is. Gus Logie brings up the winning run for the West Indies. They win by 5 wickets, 5 for 185.
What a great last wicket partnership that was between Gus Logie and Malcolm Marshall. They came together when things were very, very tight for the West Indies, and a fine effort from that pair. The scorecard for the West Indies with that partnership at the end, 44 unbroken in only 30 minutes. Logie 28 and Marshall 16, and those 16 came from only 19 balls faced. But the innings of the evening came from Richie Richardson, 53 from 93 balls faced. Desmond Haynes 37 in the bowling figures. Abdul Qadir, if only he could have bowled more than 10 overs, then Pakistan would have been in with a chance. 10 overs, 1 maiden, 3 for 27. I thought he was superb out there this evening. Azim Hafiz was expensive with 1 for 53, and Sarfraz, for some reason, wasn't used for his full 10 overs. So the points table in the Benson Hedges World Series Cup now, West Indies have raced away to 8 points. Pakistan and Australia are still on 3 points each, but Australia have a game in hand of Pakistan. Tony Greig is down there now with the 2 captains and with the player of the match.
Thanks, Richie. Well, once again, the Australian Cricket Board have allocated $5,000 for the Benson Hedges World Series Cup fixture, and the winning captain and his team get $3,000 first of all. Congratulations, Viv.
Thank you very much.
It didn't look for, at one stage there, a few chaps were going to get up because not a great start.
Oh well, that's life. We every time we play Pakistan, we always seem to be in a fourth to finish, you know. But gradually we came out of it.
And that young little lookalike of yours, Richardson.
Oh well, he looks pretty good, and I'm hoping that he can continue, you know, the way he's going now. He played very well tonight, and you know I think it's a start really. And for the few games that's left, I'm hoping that he can, you know, continue this, you know, fine form.
Congratulations on your win today.
Thank you very much, Tony.
Right, well, Imran's been good enough to come up and collect his $1,500. He doesn't look quite so happy. Bad luck. Not enough runs, perhaps, huh?
Yes, that's true. And also at vital stages, we perhaps missed a catch or two and missed a run out. But I think basically we didn't get enough runs.
So the big one now is down to Melbourne and get stuck right into those Australians.
Yes, well, we made it tough for us. We should have, I mean, we could have done better than we did. The wicket wasn't that kept low. And if we had got a decent score, I think we had a good chance. But anyway, we'll try our best in Melbourne.
Enjoy the weekend.
Thank you.
Bad luck. Right, well, the man of the match, none other than Richie Robinson, $500 plus this Benson Hedges Gold Goblet. Congratulations, Richie. There we are.
Thank you very much.
It seems to me that skiing yesterday, just prior to your batting today, did you some good?
Yeah, it really did some good for me. You know, I think I should do it more often. You know, maybe you know, if I do it more often, you know, I'll be able to get more man of the matches. You know.
We'll see if we can fix that for you.
Yeah.
Congratulations
for
today.
that.
You
Thank
obviously
very much.
enjoyed it very much.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.
Right, that's all from down here, Richie. Back to you.
Here's to you, Mrs. Robinson, and a fine effort from the West Indies to come up with a victory in this match. At one stage, I thought things were going to be very, very tight for them. It turned out a little different, but they'll look back on this match and have just a few worries. Viv Richards skippered them fairly well, but he must have been very, very disappointed with the number of wides and no balls bowled. 31 extras in all, and that's most unlike a West Indian side. It was very, very sloppy out there, and I think Viv at some stage felt like taking off his cap and really getting stuck into them. As it was, they finished up winning the match, going on to 8 points, and they have, if not an unassailable lead in this competition now, one that is very, very handy indeed. The matches of the weekend, a double-header down in Melbourne. Australia against Pakistan on Saturday, Australia against West Indies on Sunday, and the Australians will be pleased with tonight's result, but they still have to win at the weekend. Good night.
This has been another presentation from Nine's Wide World of Sports.